Hi, good morning, everybody. Excuse me. Good morning. This is Marilyn. Do we have any audio? Yes, we do. Thank you. Okay, good morning, everybody. This is Marilyn, and it's welcome to my world. The morning edition at 8:25. This is the 11th of December, which is a Friday. So, TGIF, right? Anyway, this morning we have news in about 4 minutes, and this is going to be the core retail sales and and the straight up retail sales PPI and the core PPI. Um, in December, these retail sales numbers are kind of significant to all the economy watchers because of the holiday season. So boy, these indices have really gone down and down and down. It looks it looks like the YM has been leading the show this morning, but they're all down uniformly. Bonds are up this morning, and the dollar's in a tight range along with the euro. Uh, Gold has come down a little bit. We'll see if it's for the last 3 hours. It's kind of put in a bit of a bottoming here. We'll see if it continues to drop. And this is, of course, all being blamed on the Saudis for their continuation of pumping oil and the anticipation that when these sanctions are lifted, Iran will also flood the market. So last night we had the VIX close about 1934, which is up, um, and that's what you expect to see with the indices coming down. If that VIX starts climbing on up here to 25-ish, and I've seen it at 30, 35, and it has been higher. But boy, that will really knock these indices down into the bargain basement. So Brent is in a little bit of a tight range for the last 3 hours, the same as West Texas, and you can see that pretty clearly on this little 30-minute chart on crude oil. We are trading below the settlement, and so the bias is to the downside. You're below settlement and below the red ice, and we've got red apexes all over the place, and that hasn't changed. So until that changes, the best idea for crude oil is to be looking for entries to the downside. Although at some point it will turn around. The if anybody has any questions about these charts, I know that some of them are being updated, and the room charts are going to be redone a little bit over the weekend, and hopefully they will stop throwing up in everybody's face. I have a question here about where's the best place to get the VIX figures. I think you can get that off of your Ninja Trader, but I'm not positive. I get mine. I try to take as much load off of Ninja as I can because I have so many charts with the apex indicators up. And with the VIX, you don't really care what the indicators are because we're not going to trade it. But if you have a Thinkorswim account, you can get a freebie, and your data will be delayed on their paper platform until you fund a live account, and you can either fund that with $3,000, or if you have other assets like an IRA someplace else, or some other account, you can call them up and get them to open up an account with them and get them to transfer that IRA into Thinkorswim IRA. Let them do it for you because it's a whole lot easier. And then you're sure you won't be any kind of a tax uh, risk because it'll go from one IRA to the other IRA, and you won't have any kind of a risk of taxation on that movement. But that will qualify you for a live account with live data, and you can get a lot. They now have the all of the European indices on that, which they never used to support. And so that helps take a little bit of the load off NinjaTrader for the markets that you actually need all the apex indicators on. Poor little NinjaTrader, I hope they get this 8.0 out soon. So this news has just hit. The U.S. indices look like they might be happy about it. Certainly the DAX has turned around from an all-night down to putting in a green apex. We'll see where that takes us. This is Friday. Friday is the cautionary day. If you've had a really nice week, don't do anything silly on Friday and ruin your week. If you've had a very nice week, use Friday to be quite conservative, pee a whole lot, be really picky about your entries so you don't end up negating the profit that you made for the week. Friday is the day to be really, really cautious and not throw away your profit for the week. So that's about it. I think for right now, I'll come back about noon and we'll see what the morning has brought us. We'll see if these indices, the yen has had some really nice movements, and it's suddenly decided it's not quite as happy as it was. So we have a lot of people that trade that UJ pair in here too. Anyway, this has been my view from my world in Apex land, brought to you by Apex Investing. I'll see you in the morning. I'll see you at noon. Sorry, I'll be back at noon. We'll see what the trades have brought. Thanks. Bye.